back. Mark Campbell is cap-tied. John Traynor slots in. Ayr plan to play 4-3-3 with the pacey Gary Teal pushed forward to support Walker and top scorer Glyn Hurst. Andy Lyons is an attacking threat as well. Andy Walker scored twice, both penalties in the cup defeat of Kilmarnock here 2 months ago. He's got a big part to play again this time. Kjell Olofsson is a key man for Dundee United. He's in top scoring form after a slow start to the season. The departing Swede has scored 4 goals in his last 4 games. Dundee United make just one change from the team who beat Clydebank in last Saturday's 4th round replay. Alex Matthew is demoted to the bench. Teenager John Eustace, on loan from Coventry, steps back in. Here's how they line up. Darren Patterson has recovered from injury to take his place in defence, just as well because Maurice Malpass is still out with hamstring trouble. United will look to Joe Miller to create chances for Olofsson and Billy Dodds. The referee for Ayr United, Dundee United, is Stuart Dougal. Ayr United start the match, hoping that the First Division can be represented in the last 4 of the Cup. They've already taken care of local rivals Kilmarnock a couple of months back here, 3 goals to 0 that day, and they've also beaten Albion Rovers on their way to this quarter-final stage, hoping for a place in the Cup semi-finals for his side, who still have a relegation battle to fight. Paul Sturrock, hoping he can guide Ayr United to their first semi-final spot since 1973. Gordon Dalziel. Kjell Olofsson on his own up front for United. Back came Andy Millen to win another important tackle. Now trying to get on the end of Dean Bannock's through ball. Good skills from Gary Teal, who's switched from right to left. Across towards Glyn Hurst! Saved by Sieb Dijkstra. That's a superb stop to deny Hurst the opening goal. Lovely football from Gary Teal, good quality of ball in, good jump from Hurst, and that's a spectacular stop by Dijkstra. A corner kick from Teal, and Dijkstra was in trouble against the challenge from David Craig. He was up well, was Craig, off the back of his head. So early pressure on the Dundee United goal. That was heading in at the far corner until Dijkstra stretched across. Craig Easton being shut down by John Davis. And the free kick going against Dean Bannock. The boot was too high, according to Stuart Dougal. Studs showing. Duffy and DeVos on the box. Joe Miller's free kick missed completely by Castilla. And that's a foul on John Davis. Fouled by Tony Moles, but Castilla was nowhere near this. Backheel attempt by Walker didn't quite come off. Teal gets it back from Davis. Kept in by Robertson. That's dangerous. And the Hurst effort flushes too high. Timed the run well, as he sensed the ball being whipped in by Robertson. Got there first, but couldn't keep it down. John Eustace to Jim Patterson, 2 19-year-olds, and the 20-year-old down the touchline, Craig Easton. Good control from Billy Dodds. A lovely reverse pass for Eustace, and a good tackle by John Robertson. Eustace was about to pull that back from the byline. Well set up by Billy Dodds, great vision here. A tackle well timed by Robertson. Dundee United's first corner kick of the match. In from Joe Miller. Up was DeVos. Headed away by Traynor. Flicked on by Hurst. Now Andy Walker, possibilities here for Ayr if they can keep themselves onside. Hurst to Teal, and a chance wasted by Gary Teal. He's been the outstanding performer in the opening 25 minutes, but what a chance there to give Ayr the opening goal. There was always a break on here, set up by Hurst, took his time, straight at the keeper. Craig Easton's header. Dean Barrack for Ayr. Patterson's pass found its way through to Easton. John Patterson has continued the run forward. And Gary Teal's won it back from Easton. It's all going according to plan so far for Gordon DL. What he needs is a goal, and his team playing exactly the way he set this out. Too long for Andy Walker. First time from Jim Patterson. Onto it is Billy Dodds. And the dipping effort. Just didn't dip quickly enough. They haven't had a serious effort on goal, Dundee United, with 32 minutes gone. And this wasn't that serious either. Robertson again. Castilla's clearance, chested down by Walker. Millen to Davis. The back heel for Teal. Andy Walker involved again. Gary Teal again. The shot too high. And the build-up very impressive. Playing some nice football, Ayr United. Good passing and movement off the ball, if not the finish. Trainer's header. Moles. Easton to Dodds. Patterson's pass deflected toward Eustace. Now Dodds back to Patterson. And for the first time in this match, under no great pressure, Dundee United give the ball away. That's a lovely pass for Andy Walker. John Davis in support. Away from Easton. Now Gary Teal. Hurst and Walker at the edge of the box. Not quite for Teal. Good play from Davis. Presence of mind to turn, realising he'd time on the ball. In from Andy Walker. It's behind Gary Teal. Back for Andy Millen. Blocked by Neil Duffy. That shot was zooming towards the target from Millen. Laid back to him by Teal. Struck with the left foot, did well to keep it down, but in the way it was Duffy. Billy Dodds to Joe Miller. Dodds again, this time shifts it left to Patterson. Building up slowly, United. Miller again involved. Headed clear by Trainer. Patterson, DeVos won the tackle well. Very determined. In from Miller. Olofsson's layoff. Possibilities here. Not now. That was well defended by Andy Lyons. Darren Patterson did well, through for Olofsson, the layoff to Billy Dodds. Kjell Olofsson again, can't get the ball under control. Now he has it. Headed away by Lyons. Olofsson again to Dodds. And well blocked by John Traynor. Difficult to tie down in these sort of situations. Billy Dodds. Traynor was patient and waited his moment. In comes the Joe Miller corner kick. Craig Easton, hoping that Joe Miller had made the run. He hadn't. Jim Patterson looking for some movement. Olofsson, Eustace, Dodds. 45 minutes are up. Inside stoppage time at the end of the first half. Darren Patterson trying to find a chink of light to play in the cross. Andy Lyons wasn't offering it. One last chance in this first half for the Kjell Olofsson long throw. Flicked on by Jason DeVos. Collected by Craig Easton. John Davis was giving him no room. And putting pressure on Joe Miller as well. The whistle for half-time. No goals in the last of the Tennant Scottish Cup quarter-finals, but it's First Division Ayr United are very much the better side, and two outstanding performers there, Glyn Hurst and Gary Teal. Hurst so close, set up by Teal to giving Ayr United the lead. A spectacular stop from Sieb Dijkstra. And what a chance this was for Ayr United to hit the front. A break on, and Gary Teal will be highly disappointed that he put his shot straight at Sieb Dijkstra. It's First Division against Premier Division, but Ayr United have looked far from underdogs after 45 minutes. Ayr United 0, Dundee United 0. Dundee United must like the Scottish Cup. They've had 4 games in the last 2 rounds. They've had to replay against both 3rd Division Queen's Park and Clydebank from the 1st Division. At the moment, this tie 2 is heading that way. Billy Dodds flick, headed away by John Davis. Gary Teal very influential in the first half. First time from Davis, cleared by Patterson. Tony Moles. Craig Easton towards Joe Miller. Offside flag up against him. John Robertson for Andy Walker. Chested down for Gary Teal, good run by Andy Millen. Now Walker! Beaten away by Sieb Dijkstra, that was powerfully hit by Andy Walker. In from Lyons, away from DeVos. United trying to put the pressure back on again. John Davis thinking about the shot. Not a powerful one. Early shock for Dundee United in the second half. Easton towards Miller. Cleared by Barrick. Only as far as Dodds. Moles. Eustace. In towards Billy Dodds. It was a good interception, an important interception by John Traynor. As that ball from Eustace is winging its way towards Dodds. Well, another important stop from the Dundee United number 1. Andy Walker powered that towards goal. And that was good anticipation, good reflexes from Dykstra to deny Walker. Millen winning possession again for Ayr. Davis to Lyons, those the midfield three. Now Glenhurst. Beyond DeVos. And Andy Walker trying to get his head to it. I think it took a touch off Neil Duffy for corner kick. Duffy got there before Walker did. The ball whipped in dangerously by Hurst. Andy Lyons on the corner kick, punched away by Dykstra, back in from Robertson. A scramble in the goal mouth, still not clear for United. Now it is. There were chances popping up at close range there, as Dundee United desperately tried to clear. In from Gary Teal, it's a good ball, headed away by Darren Patterson. Another corner kick conceded. Ayr asking big questions of Dundee United. They couldn't get the corner kick clear, and Ayr couldn't really get a decent shot in on goal. Gary Teal, back for John Davis, one touch to control it. And Andy Walker was offside. Sturrock must be alarmed. The pressure Dundee United are under and unable to create many chances of their own. Clever header by John Traynor. The Teal flick. Andy Walker's touch. Gary Teal again, this time no way past Jim Patterson. Craig Easton for Billy Dodds. It's a good ball for Dodds. It's a chance. Back goes David Craig, and a valiant clearance on the line. It looked as if Billy Dodds had struck for Dundee United, and the former Dundee United player, David Craig, is the hero for Ayr. Darren Patterson, and for Jason DeVos. Way off by Shell Olafsson. United still have it. Jim Patterson thinking about a shot. It was a good effort from Patterson, touched away by David Castilla. This is the first direct shot at David Castilla from United, and he dealt with it well. In from Joe Miller, up goes Jason DeVos, and flicked over the top for a corner kick. Jason DeVos making his presence felt, well up for the header, and it was turned away by Andy Millen. The in-swinger coming up from Joe Miller. Up was DeVos, and it glanced the outside of the upright. So twice in a minute, Jason DeVos coming close for Dundee United. That one for him was painfully close. More heartening for Paul Sturrock have been the last few minutes for Dundee United. And a header well won by David Craig. Lyons through for Hurst. Now Andy Walker finding a yard Walker. What a good challenge that was to halt him from Tony Moles. He read it well. As Walker was about to have another crack at Dykstra. Good awareness from Glenhurst about where Andy Walker was. He turned away from Patterson, then in came Moles. Here United on the move with John Davis. And Glenhurst struck it well, but failing to hit the target. Been a fantastic signing for United, Glenhurst. The pace there, the timing of the run, but not the shot on goal. John Davis header chased by Glenhurst. Free kick given against Davis that time. Jim Patterson, player fouled and hurt. Paul Sturrock looks worried. He may have to make a change here. So United lose Jim Patterson with 15 minutes left, stretchered off and replaced by Magnus Stolberg. Gary Teal, again quickest to the ball, lovely skill. Very good ability from Gary Teal, and unfortunate at the end that Glenhurst wasn't available for the pass. It really is good to watch this, all done at speed. Joe Miller gave that away to Andy Lyons. Teal lays it back for Barrack. Lyons and Barrack again, good combination. And fired across goal. And cut out by Jason DeVos. That was well built up by Ayr. Combination of Lyons and Barrack. And it's a corner kick. In from Teal, out comes Dykstra. Didn't look totally convincing. Handball given against Billy Dodds. Free kick taken quickly, too quickly. Andy Millen wins it for Ayr, and Andy Walker! So close! Gordon Dalziel reckoned this might just scrape in. It was won by Millen. It was lifted over Dykstra by Andy Walker, but sadly for him it was also lifted wide of that far post. In from David Craig towards Andy Walker. Glenhurst chased by Gary Teal. Only a player of his pace would have caught that. Twisting inside, then outside. Andy Walker almost got the header, cleared by Eustace. In comes Andy Millen, he's powerful, he's strong, and he's won a penalty kick for Ayr United with 4 minutes left. What a dramatic ending to this cup tie. Andy Millen wasn't giving this up. He tore past Tony Moles, he hit the deck, and Stuart Dougal immediately pointed to the penalty spot. A protest from Darren Patterson, a booking for him. He reckons that was no penalty. Gordon Dalziel will now prepare to turn away, avert his eyes from the scene, just as we saw in the third round against Kilmarnock. He won't want to watch. And just as happened against Kilmarnock, Andy Walker steps up. He scored twice in that third round tie. He's just delivered a big smacker to the match ball. And now he hopes to take Ayr to the cup semi-finals. Saved by Dykstra. Walker again. Steve Dykstra celebrates. The Dundee United fans as well realise that they will get another chance by the looks of it in this cup competition. What a save by Dykstra. Absolutely superb. Top class goalkeeping. He couldn't watch their United manager, and he realised with the lack of response from the supporters that the chance was gone. Andy Walker made good contact with the penalty, but what a good bit of goalkeeping from Dykstra. Hurst to Lyons. Gary Teal. Good interception by Magnus Skoldmark. And he's won that 50-50 challenge with Robertson. Now it's Kjell Olofsson. Into the arms of Castilla. Billy Dodds was waiting in the middle. Left, and Billy Dodds! Saved by Castilla. There was no time for Dodds to think about this. Stretched out the right leg. The shot hit the target, but Castilla dealt with it well. Strong play from Andy Lyons. Ian Ferguson is waiting for it. Action for Kjell Olofsson. He'll now go off with a minute of the match left to be replaced by Alex Matthey. In from Darren Patterson, headed away by a combination of Craig and Ferguson. Out off John Robertson. Andy McLaren with the throw. De Vos was there, and again. Now could this be a break on for Ayr United? What an excellent tackle that was by Neil Duffy. Perfectly read, perfectly timed. In from McLaren, beyond Dodds. Now 5 minutes of stoppage time played. Stuart Dougal having a look at the watch. And that's full time. And they'll have to do it again, these two. A replay is coming up at Tannadice between Dundee United and Ayr United. And there's the hero for the Premier League side, Sieb Dijkstra, with a stunning save from Andy Walker's penalty. As Walker, the hero against Kilmarnock in the third round, scoring twice from the penalty spot, looked set to put Ayr United into the Cup semi-finals. He blasted his kick, and a purely instinctive save from Sieb Dijkstra, who had earlier denied Walker previously, and Glyn Hurst as well with good saves. And Dundee United will surely be happy to get a second chance of sealing a place in the semi-finals of the Tennant Scottish Cup. Final score at Somerset Park is Ayr United 0, Dundee United 0.
Gordon, you must be delighted with the way your team played and disappointed that you're not already in the semi-finals.
Yeah, a wee bit of both. I asked the players for 110% effort today, and they've gave me it. And I kept saying, you know, you need a wee rub of the green now and again. And we got the penalty, and I thought that was it. Unfortunately, went the other way. But we're still in the cup, and still got a difficult game on Tuesday, and one we're looking forward to.
Do you feel fortunate to still be in the competition?
I think, no doubts, if somebody gets a penalty 5 minutes from the end of a game, you're expecting to lose the tie. We've obviously got delighted that Sieb saved the penalty, and it's given us an opportunity.
It was like deja vu 4 minutes from time as you turned away. In the third round, Andy Walker put them both away, not this time.
No, but Andy's experienced enough. He'll need to bounce back from that. It's a disappointment. The lads are in the dressing room with their heads down. I've told them they've a lot to be proud of. We've went out and matched a Premier League side today, and with a wee touch of luck we could have been in the semi-finals, but we're still Tuesday night, and everybody seems to write that off at the moment, thinking that it's just, you know, go up there and Dundee United will get through. I'm very confident on players. It's a good pitch, it's a good surface, be a good atmosphere, and I'm sure it will rise to the occasion.
It's just not good enough. It's very scary to say. You know, we played against Aberdeen at home, 1-3-0, played very, very well. I thought for an hour and a bit of our performance at Celtic's near enough the best we've played all season, and we just fall into these, I don't know how to explain it, into these cup ties, and we just don't seem to be able to get a blend and a shape and just to our game. And as again today, you know, even passing, simple passes going astray, and it's just I just don't know how to put my finger on it.
All credit to Big Seb, he made a great save. I felt as though I hit it well, and he's made a great save, and that's just life in the big city. You need to get on with it, and the thing we can do is take heart from our performance today. I felt as though all the better players on the pitch were Ayr United players, and we'll take a bit of confidence from that, and we'll go to Tannadice on Tuesday and hopefully create a few more problems for them.
I actually had a few words with Andy Walker, and you know, it's just that little mind game, and I saw Andy's face, and you know, I saw that he was a little bit confused. So I anticipated that he was going to kick the penalty kick straight through the middle, which he did. So I stood up as long as possible, and you know, it worked for me.
What did you say to him beforehand? Is there anything we can broadcast?
I just said to Andy, you know, I've studied you, I know what you're doing, and you know, that was it. I said, you know, I know what you're doing on the penalty kick, and you know, he was looking a little bit strange to me, and you know, but at the end of the day, it worked for me.
Seb Dijkstra was outstanding for them, not just the penalty save, but also another couple of pretty decent stops as well.
It was a big bang. He played well as the penalty save. He did another one from me from just outside the box. And I think one or two others from the likes of Gary Teal and Glenn Hurst, but it just proved that we created a good few scoring chances, and we just need that wee bit of luck in front of goal, and hopefully we'll get that on Tuesday.
We haven't played well, to be fair, Rob, the whole competition, but at the end of the day, it's all about scraping results together in the cup, and who knows, you know, the name of Dundee United might be on the cup this year.
I wonder. Ayr United, though, perhaps a little unlucky not to make it into only their second ever Scottish Cup semi-final, 26 years after their last appearance. Over the piece, Gordon, Ayr United maybe a bit unlucky?
I think more than a bit unlucky. I think Gordon DL undersold them by saying that, you know, they matched the Premier Division side. I thought they outplayed Dundee United for most of the game. Dundee United showed a lot of fighting qualities today, but apart from that, they didn't show a lot else. And I thought that Ayr United played some nice stuff, and certainly when the penalty came along, I felt it was justified. They're probably going to win the game now, and every right to go in the semi-final. But
well, let's take a look at that penalty incident. It's interesting because I'm also curious about Seb Dijkstra admitting that he tried to psych Andy Walker out of it. Is that ungentlemanly conduct, I wonder? Trying to put the penalty taker off?
No, it happens all the time. I mean, it's just one of the facts of life. Like Seb was almost admitting he didn't know where he was going to put it, because he did dive to the side, he dived to his left, but it was a penalty. I think you see
no
Mols,
argument really, is there?
No, Mols lose it, but then he realises Andy Mills getting away from him, and he pushes himself over to him and knocks him over. I don't think there was any doubt about it.
Yeah, but Seb Dijkstra was clearly the man for Dundee United today, Willie, wasn't he? 2 or 3 great saves, including this penalty save.
Yeah, he's been in good form. Such a big frame in between the sticks, and when you're taking a penalty, it does make the goals look particularly small, I would imagine. Andy Walker, he does hit it really well, you know, he clips it really well. Dijkstra goes to the left hand side, but it's an instinctive save. He just gets a hand to it, and United back fully.
See the amount of players that Dundee United had back quickly there,
Yes.
anticipating the save, which was incredible. They were expecting Dijkstra to save it. That was a good save there, good ball. The back throws from Teal, Husk up really well. Looked as if it was drifting away in the corner, and that's just the extra inches that Dijkstra obviously has.
Yeah, and another example here as well, Willie, isn't it? He's good in the air, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good positioning there. He's out on his 6-yard box. He's narrowing the angles. Again, it's an excellent strike from Andy Walker, who really gets an awful lot behind it. Good power, good direction, but Dijkstra, you know, good leap there and palms it away well clear.
A bit disappointed today, Big Seb. No dribbles out his box. I don't know what's happened to him. That takes away a lot of the entertainment in the game.
You have to feel for Paul Sturrock watching that interview. He is obviously completely at a loss as to what happens to his team in cup ties, and we'll maybe get a chance to talk about that later, or certainly on Tuesday night. But let's talk about Ayr, and in particular the way they work for each other. Gary Teal and Glenn Hurst are a very powerful combination, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, and I don't think you can leave Andy Walker out to the setup here. Teal is sharp, he's quick, he likes to take people on. Hurst is buzzes about the goal, see him getting in there in front of defenders. That's when he's at his best. I like Teal a lot. I think he adds an awful lot to their game, and he was certainly of the 3 front men today the top man. He showed a lot of pace. This was a good opportunity. So there's the 3 of them involved. Walker, there's lots of movement there. They get a 2-against-1 situation, and I felt that he actually should have done more there. Gary Teal probably decided he was going to just curl it and didn't do that well. Didn't want to take it with his left foot, but he is an exciting player.
They've got a good understanding, Willie, haven't they? They obviously know each other's game, well off each other, don't they?
Yeah, I mean they link well, and watching them today, I like the way they link and get the ball into wide areas, and I do like the way that Teal throws the ball in early. You know, he's no hesitation. He just whips across his in, but they certainly do. You know, have a real good understanding with each other. A lot of pace as well, which is always difficult to control as a defender. And I agree with Gordon, that chance he had earlier, if he had the left foot, he still really hit it with his left foot. But again, you know, he's running, he's attacking, he wants to go by defenders. That's difficult. That's the most difficult thing for a defender, if someone with pace runs at you. It's always difficult to control.
It's exciting. I think that the Premier Division could do with players like that. I mean, that's the thing about it. And I think we've seen a few games recently whereby you're looking at the bottom of the Premier, top of the first. Where's the difference between them, really? Not at all.
I mean, the accepted wisdom is that's Ayr United's chance gone. Dundee United should win the replay. I don't think so. I don't think any of us do. Incidentally, Jim Patterson, who we saw being carried off there, sadly has a fractured vertebrae and is out until the end of the season. Nasty. We wish him well.